Hey YouTube, this is another video here, and I'm going to talk a little bit about this post that I just saw, like as I was about to shut down my computer. We survived Bush, you'll survive Obama. I love that group. And it says here, dear constitutional scholars, freedom of speech does not mean the words you choose are free from the consequences of the reactions of others. I like this. Simply because of the fact that when people talk about freedom of speech, it's almost like they want the ability to say fire in a crowded stadium when there's no emergency. That's a problem. Just because we have freedom of speech in this country doesn't mean you get the right to be an asshole, and when you're called out on your bullshit that you, oh, it's what I believe. Just like the whole thing with the Chick-fil-A thing, it's about what you do and where you send your money. Just like Bristol Palin when she said, President Obama, listening to your kids, you should be the father. Okay, so do all fathers run roughshod over their kids' feelings and their opinions and everything? A father has a delicate balance there. They are to, one, raise their family, and two, be a support for their wife or husband, and help raise those kids to be, one, independent thinkers and not just parroters of what they believe, and two, to mold them into productive citizens. So President Obama, of course, is doing these things with his daughters, and yet when he takes their opinion into consideration, he's being a bad father. So basically you're saying the husband rules the house, and that's all there is to it. I'm sorry. That's a bitch move, Bristol. Oh yeah, I'm sorry. I'm now trumping your freedom of speech because I say that is a really crazy move. And also, your son saying faggot. We're not supposed to react. We're not supposed to react negatively when your son says faggot. We're not supposed to react negatively when people say that gays should be put to death, and that we should be barred from adopting, and that we should be thrown behind an electric fence and to die out. And then all these people are saying, well, it's in the Bible. It's in the Bible. Okay, tell me this. Not eating shellfish is in the Bible. Not mixing two fabrics are in the Bible. Arguments for and against slavery are in the Bible, and and not only that, but what is it? Let's see. There's so much in there that we ignore today, but yet you want to seize on a few passages in Leviticus, passage in Roman and Corinthians, and let me grant you that let me say that that you believe it's wrong. Okay, great. Where does it say to hate thy neighbor because they're gay? Where does it say to fight against the rights of individuals because they believe different than you? In fact, Romans 14 has a very different thing. It says one person's faith allows him just to eat vegetables, and the other person's faith allows them to eat chicken and beef and fish and pork. So are you to say that their different beliefs are worse than yours? In fact, don't persecute someone because they believe differently than you do. So freedom of speech, first of all, is not a biblical concept. Let's just air that out right now. That's a constitutional principle. So when you really talk about it, freedom of speech is really not something that's advocated much in the Bible, even though you have the ability to say whatever you want to say. I'll defend your right to say what you want to say. I'm just not going to defend your right to say whatever you want to say when it incites violence or hurt to a minority. That's just like saying that, oh, black people shouldn't adopt, black people shouldn't get married, black people shouldn't adopt white children or Hispanic children because they'll be confused about their culture and everything. Those were the same arguments, and people debunk them at every turn, because children deserve more than a race, children deserve more than a gender. So I'm going to close out with my moniker here. Don't boo, Boat.